Today we take a look at the signs of a dangerous condition called dry drowning.
And we're joined by Dignity Northridge Hospital's Dr. Richard Kang. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this is a very scary proposition. What is dry drowning?
So dry drowning, it's a rare occurrence that happens when a child gets a little bit of water in his nose or the mouth, and the throat basically closes up to prevent the water from getting into the lungs.
Wow, that is scary. So can it cause death?
It can if you don't see the signs right away. So basically the child can't breathe, so they turn blue right away, and if you don't do any of the rescue methods that you may be trained for, the child can suffer from serious illness.
Well, let's talk about the signs. You gave us some. We have a full screen to show our viewers at home, but if we can pull that up, maybe, the full screen. There we go. So show some of the signs. Water rescue, what are they talking about? Someone has to be rescued from.
Right, exactly. So a lot of times the story will be that I turned around, it was only for a minute or two, and the child is in the water and submerged. So usually we know that may have been a little bit longer. So that's where supervision is very important, and there's no substitute for that.
No way, it's very scary. Talk about the coughing. And we're going to go through each one of these.
Right, so the coughing is, so there's another occurrence that can happen where water does actually enter into the lungs, and that causes problems such as persistent coughing. The lungs can get inflamed and go into a process where it gets increasingly large amounts of water, causing the child to persistently cough. It can also affect their behavior. They can seem tired, meaning that there's probably not enough oxygen getting to the brain.
Yeah, that was our other one, sleepiness. But, you know, a lot of times when kids swim, they are so tired. You know,
right, so you know,
it's hard to know.
Yeah, after a long day in the sun and swimming, they will be sleepy, but it's you know your child. If the child is acting any different in terms of any increased irritability, increased tiredness, more than the usual that you would suspect, then we recommend that you at least call your pediatrician or seek medical help, such as going to the emergency room.
And we also saw forgetfulness and throwing up.
Yes, so forgetfulness, again, may be a sign that they're not getting enough oxygen to the brain. Vomiting and diarrhea actually both can happen because there's a large stress that the body goes through after.
Well, I guess it's encouraging that it doesn't happen just out of the blue.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so it's not happened. So example, in dry drowning where the water doesn't get in and your throat is closed, you may see symptoms right away. In secondary drowning, you may see symptoms up to 48 hours after the incident. So it's really keen that parents know the signs and seek medical attention when necessary.
Well, you think about the little ones in swimming lessons, and that, you know, they're always coughing and getting, you know, water up there. It's not like you have to, it has to be truly like they're submerged. It's not like swim lessons where you, or because, you know,
it depends. So in an emergency room, you'll hear a lot that they swallowed a large amount of water. It's not the water that you've swallowed, obviously. It's the water that's gotten into the lungs that's important. So sometimes you can get a large amount of water into the lungs just from splashing in the pool. So it's important to really look for those signs.
Boy.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.